Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out to the beach today and celebrating with us. We have an exciting afternoon here, and this program, I think, is going to be one of those events that is really a game changer for beach athletics. We're joined here today by supporters, season ticket holders, donors, community members, academic staff, and our softball and women's soccer team are here as well. But what I'd like to do right now is make an introduction of someone that is critical to our success, and not just the athletic success, but our academic success here at Long Beach State University. This person is a champion for our student athletes and a champion for our scholars here on our campus. All of you, I think, have had a chance to see her before and meet her, but we're very lucky to have President Jane Conley here today. So please join me in welcoming President Conley.
Well, let me add my welcome and special thanks to everyone who's here. You know, everybody's a part of every success we have. We can turn around and, you know, see the whole circle that surrounds us. But I have to make special notice of Doug and Sandy here, who kind of got the ball rolling for us about this. You know, we strive at Cal State Long Beach State to be good, excellent at everything we do. And so when I run into situations where I feel like it's a facility or it's a program need or a staffing need that's really preventing what the next step is, you know, I really want to work on it. And obviously we're in a pretty constrained financial position, but this is a group, athletics, they do the most with the least I've ever seen and across the university. And it's true, we see that, you know, on the fields of play, of course, and certainly in the academic achievement and the social responsibility of our student athletes. So, you know, very special and warm thanks to the Leafstedts and all the others in the audience who have been supporting us financially to move us forward on this. I know the real moment is to see the rendering, so I'll just say go beach, go beach, go beach, and go soccer and go softball. Thank you.
Well, thank you, President Conley, again, for your leadership and inspiration. I know our student athletes and all of us are excited to be here with you today. Without further ado, I'd like to bring up some coaches here and speak to the significance of this facility project that's going to change the landscape for our softball program and women's soccer program with a new clubhouse and a new locker room for the programs. So if you'll join me, I'd like to welcome head coach Kim Souter.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for being here. This is a very exciting day for our program. I want to start off by sharing a story. When we first started talking about the locker room and the possibility of it a couple of years ago, Wayne had asked, what would a locker room mean to you? And I said, well, I hope it means to us what it meant to the Cubs this year. So 2 years ago, the Cubs were playing in Game 7 of the World Series, and they had just went down 3 runs in Game 7, and it started to rain. So with the rain delay, they went down into their locker room, and Jason Hayward gathered his teammates around and gave a talk about how proud he was of the team no matter what happened in that game. And, you know, it was an emotional speech that, you know, brought a lot of tears to the players' eyes. And so 30 minutes later, after the rain delay was over, they went back out on the field, and they ended up scoring some runs and turning things around and winning the World Series. So when I think of locker rooms and beach softball, this is what I have envisioned. So super excited about that. One more story I have, just a kind of a funny story of us talking. We talk about the locker room almost every day in the office, and we were talking about how our alumni and supporters will have an opportunity to purchase lockers to help raise funds for this project. And if you purchase a locker, you get to put your name up on the locker, and you get to put an inspirational quote on there. So Sarah Cerule, whose office is next door to the softball offices, she kind of listens to our chatter every day and what we're constantly hounding our athletes about and staying on top of it. And I asked kind of out loud, I said, Panita, what do you think your quote's going to be for the locker? And Sarah kind of blurted out, I know what's going to be, have you filled out your FAFSA form yet? So Panita's awesome, and I know our players have all heard that, every single one of them, a lot. So it'll be exciting to see all the history in the locker room and the motivation and inspiration that all the players and alumni have brought to our program. That being said, I'd like to thank Doug and Sandy Leafstadt for making this, bringing this locker room idea up, and their very generous donation to really get it started. Words can't express how grateful we are to you. This is going to impact our program, our current student athletes, every single day. It will give us a classroom, our very own classroom, to teach in, to watch film, to have discussions about practice. It'll allow us to even have more discussion about what the players do on the field every day and how it translates to our everyday lives and just kind of building life skills. And it'll allow us to have a lot of teachable moments. So we're super excited about that. It will give our student athletes a place to unwind during the day after weights, after a tough practice, after their shuttle test, or maybe a tough class that they had a test in. They'll be able to relax there, feel at home, unwind, become refreshed, and get in the right mindset to go on and take care of their next task. So we're super excited. The alumni, or the recruiting aspect of it, is also going to be another major impact. I cannot wait to bring recruits into a big part of our home out there, show them our home, let them have a vision of what their home could look like for 4 years when they come to school here. It will also show them how much support we have and the great facilities we have to continue to compete at the highest level in our sport, and that's very, very important to us. So thank you very much, Doug and Sandy. Also, I'd like to thank President Connolly for your support. We know you have a whole university to take care of out there, and we feel very blessed that you have given so much support and really continue to make this happen. So thank you very much. I'd like to also thank Mark Edrington, Cindy Meisner, Monica, I think Mark and Tony, all part of the design team. I know this has probably consumed your lives for the past year, and we are very, very appreciative of all your hard work and the care that you're putting in to make this a great facility for our student athletes. One last thing, our incredible soccer program, we cannot wait to be your neighbors out there and to build great pride in that building and bring a lot of wins and a lot of championships to it. So thank you, and thank you all for being here. This is incredible to have so many people that do so much for Long Beach State Athletics, and it means a lot to us. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. Our next speaker is an unbelievable champion for the Beach. He has led his program to great heights, Elite Eight, numerous NCAA appearances, conference championships, and does things the right way. Great student athletes who get it done in the classroom and on the field. So if you'll help join me in welcoming our head women's soccer coach, Mauricio Ingracia.
Wow, big day. I am so thankful for this day. I'm so thankful for the people that support us. Doug and Sandy, thank you for kicking this off. I know you know how thankful I am. And President Connolly, thanks for bringing it home. I truly appreciate it. The design team, yes, I look forward to seeing you guys at the meeting tomorrow. And thank you for everything you've done. Mark, for however long I've been here, he's been our rock for the soccer program. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for everybody. Wayne was here this morning as I was talking to my team about the significance of today. And yeah, I just couldn't be any more proud. And it was a great day today to explain to our players what the significance of this moment is. And it brought me all the way back to our program's it's been 20 years since the reinstatement of our program. Wayne helped with Beach Pride referendum, and it was a student-led effort that put bleachers on our field. Really, it was just a field that we painted some lines on. And I can't even imagine the enormous task of the first coach of the Beach, Julie Cochran, as she had to take on this enormous responsibility without any returning players. And so she got us going for 3 years. She fought, after her was Peter Renaud. And Peter brought to us our first 500 season, and the team fought to get to that point. And then I was honored to be the third coach in this new era. And with our first recruiting class in 2005, they won 3 Big West championships and took us to the NCAA tournament. After that, our goal became to win in the NCAA tournament. So the second kind of group came on and brought us to the tournament. We made a big run in 2011, and we were about 30 minutes away from a Final Four. And then it just became this drive, because that game is still right here. I still haven't digested it, at Duke with 30 minutes to go and a Final Four at stake, and that we want to get to a Final Four. And when you get to a Final Four, you're not there to just to be happy to be there. You're there to win it. And so it's been this driving force for our program. And little by little, we started piecing it all together. The Fujimoto family donated our scoreboard. So no longer did we have to roll out a scoreboard that needed 3 different extension cords to plug in, if you guys can remember that far. Former President King Alexander helped us with the lights. So that changed our program. And now with this tremendous building for our players to be able to relax and have an everyday life real close to our soccer field, for us to be able to go somewhere at halftime. For us to, this room right here is our pregame, and sometimes we have to accommodate some rentals or whatnot. So for us to have our own place is just a sign of respect, and that's how I feel. I feel respected as a program, and I feel respected as a coach. For that, I can't thank you enough. And I also feel like it's a sign of respect for our current players. It's a sign of respect for our former players, because a lot of players came through and put us where we are without big amenities and without all the things that we're looking forward to getting, and we're still not done. And so to me, it's just a sign of respect for our entire program, and I'm just so thankful for that. And lastly, I'd like to finish with, I lost my train of thought just for a second here, but for me, I think it's our staff's duty to make sure that our players understand the tremendous investment from our university standpoint. And it's our duty for every single day to make sure we honor that both on and off the field. So thank you so much, and I look forward to the real reason we're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. And I'd like to make a few recognitions this afternoon as well. And they've already been talked about, but Doug and Sandy Leafstead, who are the pillars for us in terms of making this project happen. It would not happen without donor support and their emotional and financial gifts. And we are so thankful for that you're helping change a program, 2 programs, and change the experience for our student athletes. And that's what I talk about a lot. I talk about providing the best possible experience for our student athletes in the classroom and on the field of competition. and this is just a huge avenue to making that experience a great one and expanding that. So thank you, Doug and Sandy. The next person who's probably ready to kill me for doing this, but is Cindy Maisner. And Cindy is a rock. She's the rock of Long Beach State Athletics, and someone that I rely on and count on every single day, and makes my job so much easier for me, and someone that just carries so much water for so many. And I've only been here 6 months, and your devotion and love for this university, I see it every single day from you, and it inspires me to do more. And Cindy has been just someone that wants to always be all in, as we say here at the beach. And she's made a generous gift of $50,000 as a challenge gift for the locker room and the lockers inside the softball locker room. Cindy played here at the beach and has been here her whole career. And we are just so thankful to you, Cindy, for all that you do for us. So thank you, Cindy. We've got our University Design and Construction Services here today that I'd like to recognize, who's a huge part of making this actually happen, who really carry the water up the hill for us. And Monica Malfitano, where is Monica? Monica, thank you for being here, our project manager. Tony Malagrino. Tony, thanks for being here. Tony is our vice president and oversees all of the PPFM activities here on our campus, and a true champion for all of our students here at the beach. Our architects, Canon Design, which is a renowned design firm who has done so many different projects, sports projects, university projects, and is really one of the elite architectural firms in the country. And we have Larry Taniguchi. Larry, are you here? Larry, thanks for being here today. Also Craig Hamilton. Craig, thank you for being here. We look forward to working with you. And then our builder, the construction firm that's going to be building this wonderful facility from CW Driver, Tom Jones. Is Tom here? Tom? Tom and his staff, you know, we're looking forward to what they complete. I think this is going to be an unbelievable project, as I've mentioned before. You know, this really, as we talk about building, you know, you can build in so many ways, and the key one is in human resources, and that's the people that you surround yourself with. And I think here at the beach, that's what I see day in and day out is fantastic people, from our faculty to our university administration to our coaches to our student athletes. And you know, that's not something I worry about. I know that we're going to bring great people to this campus that are going to respect this university and represent it to the best of their ability and make us all proud. What we need to do is continue to build facilities for those that we're deficient in. And this locker room and clubhouse is a multi-million-dollar project that is going to flip you know, the vision of what recruits and the community and all of us on campus, when we go out to a soccer game or a softball game, it's going to be the flagship and just be an anchor to the success of those programs. So what I'd like to do now, I think we've got a few student athletes who are going to come up here and help me unveil our rendering. So if I could ask you to come up here and join me. So I'm going to kind of do a countdown. I'll do a 3, 2, 1, and then on 1 we'll flip the boards. But join me with this fantastic project. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to have a social event here afterwards, but a few final words. This project, we're slated to break ground in January and hopefully finish this project late summer. But this is happening. This is coming quick. And again, we are just thrilled to take things to the next level here at the beach. So if you'll join me next door, we'll be able to celebrate. Coaches will be around and available. I'll be available to talk to whomever would like to speak. And I would just like to thank everybody for being here and supporting all of us today. So let's have some fun and go beach.